Hello and welcome to another episode of Coding Secrets. Many of you will have seen the videos where I show that hitting a Sonic 3D cartridge can trigger the level select cheat mode. I'm not going to go into detail here on how exactly that works, but I'll leave a link in the description to a more detailed explanation. However, the basic reason the cheat works is that the main processor in the Sega Mega Drive is a Motorola 68000. This chip has a thing called a vector table, which is a list of what programs to run on the event of an error. In Sonic 3D, I just pointed most of the table at the level select mode, the idea being that if the game threw up a bug, the level select screen would appear instead of it crashing. However, it turned out that moving the cartridge around would cause some kind of error which triggered the cheat mode. This got me wondering, could I add a button to my Sega Mega Drive which I could press to activate the cheat mode whenever I wanted? Looking at the vector table, there is one for a bus error, so maybe if I mess with the expansion slot, I can trigger the cheat mode. Let's have a play. Alright, so here's my Sega Mega Drive upside down. I'm just getting a piece of wire here and touching it against the different connections. I'm trying to find two next to each other because that'll be easier, and see if I can trigger the error screen. Let's have a look. Oh, right, so I think that did it. That's triggered the error select. Now which let me get a pen so I can mark down which ones it was. Let's see, I think it was further down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10th and 11th maybe? What's the 9th? Let's try 10th and 11th. No, those two. Oh, yep, that's got it. Right, let me just mark those down. All right, so those two trigger the level select. Who knows what that does? I've no idea. I've probably put 5 volts down the data line or something. Do not try this at home. Right, I've grabbed a little push switch, so it only makes contact while it's held down, so if I press it, it should be just a very short jolt, because I don't want to be putting 5 volts down the data line for any length of time. Let's grab some soldering iron, and now I will attempt to solder these. These aren't the best wires, they're not really flexible enough for what I want. Let me see if I solder. Is that going to stick? It's not looking great. Let's get a big blob of solder on this first. Okay, and then we'll get the wire. See if we can put some on there. Like I said, these aren't the best wires. This feels like I'm Ben Heck Hacks doing this kind of thing. Oh, that's a terrible job. I mean, he'd do a far better job. He'd probably be singing Jurassic Park theme by now. No, 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 no. And chatting incessantly, which I guess I am too. Right, let's try this other wire. Oh man, this is so bad. I don't even know if I can get the angle on this. No, this is worse. Oh, right. Okay, good job I can code better than I can solder. Actually, some people would argue with that even. Oh, that's terrible, but it's stuck. That'll do. Alright. So, get the other two wires. I'm going to solder them. Right, let's put some solder down here first. A big blob there, and a big blob there. And of course they've joined together, so now I have to try and separate them. Let's do that. Easy. Scrape off some solder. Right, let's see if we can get this thing connected. So again, do not do this. This is real dumb. I have no idea what I'm doing at all. And this is the actual Sega Genesis, Sega Mega Drive that I developed my games on. So this has historical value. Oh, if you're wondering about the switch to the side, that's a NTSC PAL switch. Alright, connected it. I guess we should give it a try. Let's just check that I haven't permanently join those two together with this multimeter. There we go. It's not making a noise, so good. They're not touching. Let's give it a go. Right, let's boot up Sonic 3D Blast and see what this button does. And there we go. It seems to work. Let me just see if I can select a level. It seems to be working. Yeah, loads okay. Can it work more than once? Yes, it can. So that's great. that seems to work perfectly. So there you go. If you want to completely risk destroying your Sega Genesis Mega Drive machine at the touch of a button, that's how I've done it. I now have a level select screen. Select on a button. That's all. Let me know if you enjoyed this in the comments, and I'll see you next time on Coding Secrets.